Hey, what's going on, guys? It's SinisterSkater here, and welcome to episode number 4 of Infinite Warfare Best to Worst, where this week we're going to be going over the shotguns. Now, if you guys don't know what Best to Worst is, once I master a weapon class by getting diamond camo and using the weapons for a significant amount of time, I'll go in and rank them from the best to the worst weapons in that category for your knowledge and entertainment. It's a pretty fun series to do. As always, guys, you're encouraged to leave your own best to worst list down below in the comments because we're about to hop right into this. But before we get into it, I want to go over a few important shotgun mechanics really fast. There are two archetypes of shotguns in Infinite Warfare right now: automatic shotguns and pump action shotguns. The automatic shotguns, there's no real benefit to aiming down sights in this game as opposed to Black Ops 3. You get the same pellet spread when you're hip firing and aiming down sight, whereas pump action shotguns, there's a slight tightening of the pellet spread when you aim down sight, but it's not that much. There are some attachments and perks that tighten the spread further when hip firing, and then sometimes when you ADS, things get wonky, you don't get the bonus. I don't know, I might do a video with more detail, more info on that stuff, but I just wanted to briefly mention that because I will refer to it later on in the video, and it's kind of important. But with that out of the way, let's get into the best shotgun. At number 1, we have the Reaver. The Reaver is a semi-auto fast-firing shotgun. Like, the rate of fire is near the full-auto DCM-8 when it's spammed. This thing is just a rushing beast. It can one-shot and actually has a decent close one-shot range for a running gun class. Like, you're running and getting up in people's face. If you're pretty close, you could get a one-shot, but usually you're going to be getting, 4 shots the max at a good range, but you get these shots out very quickly because of its high rate of fire. It's a nice trade-off. And again, you don't need to aim down sights for this. You can just throw on a laser sight and rush at people, spraying them from the hip, and you just keep hauling around the map, and it just kills really quickly. It reloads fast. If you're in sliding distance, it's over because this thing just mows people down. It's funny because I thought this would be one of the worst shotguns at the beginning of the game, but it's actually really good compared to the rest, and that's the Reaver, best shotgun in Infinite Warfare. At number 2, we have the DCM-8, and again, I had early doubts about this weapon as well, but it's pretty good. This is a full auto energy shotgun. It has a fast rate of fire with actually a lot of range. It's actually a nice trade-off. There is a steep range fall off. You'll notice around like the 2 to 3 shot kill area. It'll take a couple more shots, but you will hit people with this gun at a significant range. It also has the capability to one-shot, although to one-shot the enemy, you pretty much have to be touching the enemy, like, have the gun touching them. But usually you're going to be getting 2 to 4 shots with its fast rate of fire. It just chews through enemies. It's also easy to control. There's not much kick to the weapon. It'll kick about 3 times, like straight up, and then after that there's no recoil, which makes it really easy to rush people down, just spray them down, just kill groups of people. There's also no reason to aim down sight with this because there's no benefit in the pellet spread, so it just lends itself to spraying and rushing from the hip with its full auto nature. You just hold the trigger down and tear it up. It's very consistent, it's very fun. If you get up close with a shotgun like how they're supposed to be used, you're going to succeed. I mean, it's a good gun. I can't really think of anything bad to say about it other than it is a shotgun. You have to get in shotgun range to kill with it, and it's an energy weapon, so you can't wall bang. But other than that, I just I want to keep talking about the weapon because it is really good, and this gameplay I got with it was crazy. But I guess we'll move on to number 3 right now. Now I'm going to tell you, number 3 I have the RAK-9, and at worst I have the Banshee. I'm going to talk about each of these weapons, but the reason I'm telling you now is that these weapons are nearly identical in performance, and as of right now, they're bad. Both of these are pump action shotguns, and historically pump actions have been really good in Call of Duty. A lot of people like them, like me. You might have saw the RAK-9 and thought it looked like the Remington or whatever and thought it'd be awesome, but they're very inconsistent and just bad. And what makes them bad is they both have about the same range, which is horrible. You'd think you'd be getting a lot of one-shots with these because they're pump actions, and you do get them, but so many times you'll just get a shot off and the enemy is still alive at a range you thought you'd kill them in one shot. You get too many 2-shot kills with these pump actions, and they need a buff. That buff being up the rate of fire to get more pumps off, so you can get more 2-shot kills faster, which will essentially turn it into like a Reaver or something, or better yet, up the range to make the one-shot kills happen at a range that is more consistent and something that's more reasonable for a pump action shotgun. But like I said, at number 3 we have the RAK-9. Now this is a ballistic pump action shotgun that looks like it do work. I feel like this is supposed to be a deadly, hard-hitting shotgun that, like, you know, it just kills people at a nice range, and to make up for it, they made it have a slower reload, which you have to reload the gun pellet by pellet. It takes forever, and then you slowly pump the shotgun compared to the Banshee. Like, you get way less shots off with the RAK-9, but you still get a bunch of hit markers because the range on this thing is like they just cut it in half or something. I don't know. The main reason I am putting the RAK above the Banshee, though, is that after my last play session to get gameplay with the diamond camo on the shotguns, I just felt like the RAK was more consistent in getting those one-shot kills. It is slower than the Banshee, but it's a little bit more powerful. I think it's because the RAK-9 may have a slightly tighter hip spread compared to the Banshee, making it more consistent, but I don't know. Either way, it needs a range buff because it's not that good of a shotgun. And then at number 4, at the worst shotgun, we have the Banshee. Now this is a pump action energy shotgun. It is an energy shotgun, but it actually does shoot energy pellets. It's not an energy blast like the animation looks. But like the RAK-9, it can one-shot. It gets more one-shots than the semi-autos, but so many of your kills are just going to be two-shot kills. Now, compared to the RAK, it has a little less range, but it shoots way faster than the RAK. So hypothetically, how they are now, the Banshee should be a better choice since you can get the second shot off faster than the RAK-9, since you're going to be getting so many two-shot kills. But again, the RAK-9 felt more consistent after playing more with the two shotguns, like one after another. But again, these pump action shotguns are not consistent or reliable. Consistent is kind of a bad word to use. Because they are consistent getting two-shot kills, but they're not reliable. You're just going to get frustrated with these things. But that's my list for the shotguns. The Reaver and DCM-8, they absolutely shred. The RAK-9 and the Banshee need a range buff. I wouldn't recommend using them unless you like using pump-action shotguns. But again, you're going to be hitting your head against the wall with these things. So if you guys have a different opinion, comment your own best to worst list down below. As always, you guys are highly encouraged to do that. Or you can make corrections to my list, whatever you want to do. Leave a comment down below. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. Next time we're going to be doing the best to worst snipers, which are the last primaries to do in Infinite Warfare. Then we got secondaries, and then we're done with the main set of weapons in Infinite Warfare. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss when those videos are uploaded, as well as other future gaming and Call of Duty content. If you guys aren't already, like the video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. My name's Cinder Skater. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.